Salutations, Simian Nation! Your boy MunkeyTron back at you live from New York. In 1985, Super Mario Bros. Hit the Nintendo Entertainment System like a brick on my head, and it revolutionized gaming as not just a form of entertainment, but as a lifestyle. Mario was king of the frickin' castle back in the 80s. He was practically unavoidable. Mario keychains, Mario cereal, Mario movies, Mario TV shows, and Mario gloves. You couldn't escape this little Italian man. And even if you tried, he could just do his super run and kill you with his invincibility star. And I am not making this up. With all this hype surrounding the red blur Mario, a sequel was inevitable, and in 1988, Super Mario Bros. 2 was released on the Nintendo NES system. Now personally, I love this game. Seriously, it has everything you want in a Mario game. Jumping, Mario, Princess, Mushroom, spooky little terrorists called Sniffits, and Jim Carrey's The Mask, which are just as scary as the movie they're based on. Everything's here in this one little gray brick of technology, but something seemed a little off. You see, fans everywhere at the time cried, "It's not Mario! This is so different, I'm gonna jump on a piranha plant and die!" And they're right about it not being like Mario. This game has jumping, Mario, Princess, Mushroom, spooky little terrorists called Sniffits, and Jim Carrey's The Mask, which are just as scary as the movie they're based on. But what if I told you that the Mario 2 we got in the US is not the real Mario 2? And in fact, the real Mario 2 is somewhere deep in the Marianas Trench. Nobody knows anything about the supposed real Mario 2, and it has been shrouded in mystery ever since, until today, so sit back and let her rip. After the hit success that was Mario Bros., a sequel was already on the table and being discussed. Shigeru Miyamoto was tasked again to make another bangin' Mario adventure, and so the chase was on to make the most epic and sexy Mario game ever made. During this time, Shiggy was dealing with a lot of personal trials and tribulations in his personal life, and the only way he could take out his frustrations of anger and sadness was to make a game so hard it would make Japanese schoolchildren cry. And in 1986, the legend was born via Immaculate Conception. Super Mario Bros. 2 was released on June 9th, 1996, and was met with immediate critical acclaim. But there was one minor problem with it. The game is ball-bleedingly hard and I hate it! Seriously, why make a power-up that kills you instead of, powering you up? I don't know. What were they thinking? I mean, really. Do you know what a video game is supposed to be, Shigesato Itoi? Apparently not. But I wasn't the only one who thought this game was ass. Everyone else did too. So, Nintendo of Europe learned their lesson and went back to the drawing board to make a game that wouldn't make all of us pathetic white people cry because of a tiny red man. During this time, Shigeru Miyamoto had just developed a new game titled Doki Doki Panic. Nintendo of Germany saw this game and decided to steal it, slap that fat, happy, greased-up plumber on there along with 4 of his mentally handicapped family members and call it a day. And in 1988, the US Super Mario Bros. 2 was released to critical acclaim. This game is everything you'll ever want in a romantic partner, but it also works very well as a video game. But there is one major flaw with this game. It isn't Mario. The most drastic problem with this game, this is not a Mario game. It just simply is not, and I will explain it to you in exactly 3 seconds. Even if you don't know what the heck Doki Doki Panic is, it doesn't take a rocket builder to see that this just simply ain't Mario, my friends. Mario is well known for his fast, precise platforming. This game doesn't have it. Nope, not at all. Everything is clunky, Mario moves slow as ass, he can't jump on enemies and instead resorts to bashing their fragile skulls in with random blunt objects. And worst of all, Mario collects hearts now. What is this dumb baby bullcrap? Ba black sheep, have you any good game design? Next. Now this is where my blood starts to boil out of my scalp. In Super Mario Bros. 1, Mario has a massive arsenal of power-ups. You have your basic mushroom to make tiny little shrimp Mario into a hairy man, fire flowers that make Mario stylish and also causes him to bleed from his hands and shoot fire just like Jesus did. Oh, and how could I forget the Magna Carta holy grail of all power-ups, the invincibility star. With this bad boy activated, Mario can mow down enemies like tall grass on a hot summer's afternoon. In Mario 2, nothing. Mario still has his famous Mario mushrooms, but that's it. No fire flower and no Yoshi. What a serious ripoff. What do we have instead of those? Cherries, and magic potions that I am convinced is some sort of alcohol or crazy drug. Mario doesn't need to take drugs, they're bad for him. But MonkeyTron, you're saying very, very loudly and hurting my ears. Mushrooms are drugs too. Haha, Mario get high every day. Yeah, I've heard it a million times before. Look, if I can eat them on my pizza or in my backyard and only get sent to the hospital for poisoning and not a drug high, then they aren't drugs. Fortunately, collecting 5 cherries gives you his legendary invincibility invincibility star. Now this is pod racing. Unfortunately, it takes a million years before the star even gets to you, and it's super easy to miss if you're not paying attention. In the words of the great late great Chris Boers, I can take a shit faster than this. Whoa, Nelly, those aren't your mama's enemies. Mario 2 has a vastly different selection of enemies than Mario 1's Goombas, Koopas, and Buzzy Beetles. Gone are the Piranha Plants and Lakitus. Instead, we have these little waddling freaks called Shy Guys and Sniffets. I'm convinced that these guys are school shooters or something. Not to mention the tiny Jackie Chans that jump around and the big gross Chuck E. Cheese wannabe. Super Mario Bros. Always ended their worlds with a super intense fight with Mario's longtime enemy, King Bowser Koopa himself. Every fight with Bowser is a battle of wits and endurance, and every fight is such a sight to behold. Now you'd figure with a genius villain like Bowser, Nintendo of Japan would put him in the game too, right? Nope. Instead, we get a stupid Toad named Wart. If you can even call him a frog. He looks like a mixture of an obese Grinch and my fat Aunt Stacy. He shoots saliva bubbles at you and forces you to eat your vegetables like every adult does, not realizing that these stupid vegetables that he's spewing at me also kills him. What an asshole! And you're probably thinking, wow, you fight this dumb Grinch after every world? No, you fight this freak of nature! This saggy, wrinkly dinosaur named Birdo. Whatever it is, it's a fat freak who... Now that's just sick. Now this is where it gets crazy different. In Mario 1, you just had Mario as player 1 and his gay brother Luigi as player 2. In Mario 2, there is no two-player. Instead, you have Mario and 3 other homunculi to play as. You have the classic Mario and Luigi. Princess Toadstool decided to not get kidnapped and be a dumb bitch for a day and arguably has the most useful power-up in the game. And then you have him. Toadstool Toad is the single worst character in the Mario franchise. Why is he here? There's no reason for him to be there. He's like 5 years old. The inclusion of Toad in this game is the reason that this game got the 1978 Worst Video Game Award, and man, I don't blame them. After putting all your blood, sweat, and tears in a jar and throwing it at your expensive TV set, you finally beat King Koopa and rescue Princess Peach. And for your troubles, you get a kiss on the cheek? Heck yes. This is everything that gamers ask for. A hot ginger giving some sloppy smooches to a fat hairy Italian man? Sign me up, baby mama. Now you'd think with such an amazing and iconic ending that Nintendo of the World would do something even bigger. But what do we get? A dream. Yeah, Mario dreams up the entire effing game. What? This doesn't make a lick of sense. He goes from scoring some tail to dreaming up a freaking drug trip. Which, I should point out again, stop making Mario do drugs! It isn't family friendly and it is tainting the image of Mario. What's next? Mario screaming racial slurs and killing everyone in Mario Kart? Ugh, I'm over it. Of course, despite the many flaws this game has, it's still my favorite game in the franchise. This game might not be the brilliant masterpiece that was Super Mario sometime, but it definitely holds a special place in my heart as one of, if not the best game of all time. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and if you want, support the channel by hitting that subscribe button. You know what I love to hit? The nay-nay. But when I'm not hitting the nay-nay, I'm hitting that add to cart button, and with the help of our sponsor Honey, I save some money as well. Honey is a free online shopping add-on that over 9 million people use every single day to save them money. In just 2 clicks, you can add Honey to any browser for free. It's basically free money. Honey automatically scans coupons and searches for the best deals while you shop, and it'll automatically apply them during checkout. What are you waiting for? Go to honey.com/MonkeyTron now for a special offer. That's honey.com/MonkeyTron. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all on the flip side.